How y'all doing? It's Sherm from Ripping This Bit, and today's video is story time about how I had a pet chicken. So it's in the first grade, right? I'm hyping her, we chilling, simple times. You didn't do too much. You got home, you watched your favorite cartoons, ate some snacks, did your little subtractions and all that. You did your subtractions, probably some timetables here and there, sweet life, shit like that. One day, my teacher, she decides to bring in an incubator, but nobody knew exactly what the fuck that was. So we all sitting there asking questions like, "What is this?" She's like, "It's an incubator, guys. We gonna have some baby chickens in there sooner or later." We was like, "What the fuck?" We was like, "Yo, that ass? Like, what was this gonna be, like a class project or something?" She tell us, "Nah." She's sitting here like, "Y'all could take them home once they hatch and they're old enough to be held." We over there, everybody in the class like, "Yo, no fucking, you serious?" Like, I swear, I remember one kid asking her, "You serious? We could take home an actual chicken?" Like, like, he was looking at her and everything. Like, we could actually take home a whole chicken, my nigga. Like, if he was older, he'll be like, "A whole chicken, my nigga." But she said yes. So once they get old enough, I'm gonna give you guys permission slips, and you gotta make sure your parents sign them. And then you bring back a shoebox, and I'll let you get the chicken of your choice. He was like, the whole class was over there just shocked, like, hey, man, everybody was naming off what the chicken they was gonna get, what they was gonna name them up. I'm sitting in the back like, damn. I'm hype in my head, but it's like, I'm sitting there like, the fuck am I finna name this little nigga? Like if I get one, what am I gonna name it? But once that week came by, when she said that we could start taking them home, she printed out the permission slips the day later, right? The day later when she found out the chickens were old enough to be held. Man, when I ran home. I fucking ran home, nigga. Like, I didn't live too far from the school anyways. I lived like probably a 10-minute walk away at a 5-minute run away. So when I ran home and sat in the living room waiting for my mom, like holding the permission slip, got me a box. When I got me a box, I went in her room and I got a box out of her room and was like, bow. I put the box there. I was like, this is perfect size for it. Gonna hold this motherfucker in here. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. My mom come home. I'm like, as soon as I hear the door, I'm running. I'm at the door just chilling. I'm like, oh yeah, mom. As soon as she opened the door, I'm like, Mom, can I get a chicken? She said, what? Can I get a chicken? She's like, where you gonna get a chicken from? I said, my teacher. She got these chickens. She said we could have one for free. All you gotta do is just sign this permission slip. I take care of the rest. All I need to do is bring a shoebox. She said, I don't know about this, but we gonna see what your dad say. I was like, bet. That already meant my mom already agreeing with it. I'm like, ooh. Waiting. I'm sitting there rubbing my hands together like Birdman and shit, waiting on my dad. Looking out the I wasn't looking out the window. I couldn't see shit out the fucking window. My mom had the only window that literally looked out to the drive, like looked out everywhere in the front of the yard and all that in the house. So I couldn't see shit without getting on her bed and my short ass at the time. But my dad get home, we eating dinner. I sparked the question like, Dad, can I get a pet chicken? He did a he said, a what? He said a chicken. He said, where you finna get a chicken from? I was like, my first grade teacher, she giving away chickens. All you gotta do, sign this permission. It's like, damn, I don't got a piece of paper. All you gotta do is sign this permission slip, and I get a shoebox. I'll bring it the next day. I got a chicken on deck. He said, what? I got a chicken on deck for free on deck. Oh God, I got a motherfucking chicken on deck. In my head, I'm like, this nigga better say yes. He sit there, he's like, I'll think about it. Morning come around, he's like, he passes me the paper. Here. I looked at the paper. I said, oh. He's like, here. I just don't want that motherfucker. He didn't say it, but I already knew. He's like, I don't want it making a lot of noises. I don't want it pooping everywhere. If it does poop everywhere, you pick it up. I was like, yeah, whatever. Get this. I went to my mom. Mama, let me get a shoebox. said, what? Let me get a shoebox. She gave me this big ass. She gave me a good enough shoebox. Man, I'm sitting there. My dad dropping me off. I'm holding the shoebox with the paper inside the shoebox. Like, woo! Give me a motherfucking chicken. We finna have a fucking farm up in the background. Ooh, I was like, y'all can't fuck with that. So, get there. She said at the end of the class, whoever brought their permission slips, whatever, can get their chicken. Man, when I mean like, I was so hyped, but I felt so bad about the rest of the classroom. Like, out of the class of like 15 to 20 kids, only 7 of us got a chicken. And the weirdest part about it was that like I picked the odd chicken out, right? Like, you know how like with breeds of animals, if they have a kid, like if they have puppies or kittens or whatever, and like the parents have this certain like fur pattern or feather pattern where it's like this color and this color, I always pick the odd color out. So most of the chickens were yellow and like brown, but there was this black one. Guess what a nigga got? I got me a nigga chicken. I got a chicken, right? I picked the black one. And man, when I mean like I didn't want to run because I didn't want to like shake the chicken and all that. I was walking, but as I was walking, like there was kids still playing outside waiting on their parents to come get them and shit in the playground. And like some of my friends came by, I was like, what you got in there? I'm over here flexing a chicken like it's a brand new rollie, bust down, diamonds, everything. Like I'm over here flexing the chicken like I want a band. Like I'm dead ass. I'm holding the shoebox up, open and everything, letting the chicken look out, and everybody's like, what is that in the shoebox, bro? I'm over here like, nigga, this that motherfucking shit. I got that motherfucking thing on me, bro. I'm like, I never in my life flexed an animal before, like flexed as having an animal, my nigga. Like that chicken was sitting out the box. Nobody was giving names, nobody was interviewing, and they was like, you got a chicken, nigga? Can I touch it? I was like, yeah. One dude was like, can I hold it? I was like, nigga, you got 2 minutes. You got a second. Nigga, you breathe in this direction. No. He picked it up. He was like, hey, this is lit. I was like, all right, put him back. It's like, what? Put my chicken back. I gotta go home. So I do like this, like I do a fast walk home. I get home, I'm chilling with the chicken the whole day in the shoebox, letting it go out, walk around. Shit, my mom come home. So what you gonna name it? I was like, I ain't thought about that. I'm a wait. I'm gonna let my thoughts marinate on this. Anything new come out from the chicken, I'm gonna probably name it off of that. So like a week later go by, and chicken started chirping. Right? I'm like, hey, you chirping? I'm finna, that's your new name now, Chirpy. I'm finna call you Chirpy, nigga. I'm like, bet, I got a motherfucking chicken named Chirpy. Who gonna hit? And look, I was thinking Chirpy was a dude the whole time, so he was gonna grow up to be like a rooster or some shit. But as he started off, he a chicken. You know, they don't grow their shit until like they're a month old or so. Like 2 more weeks, like another couple weeks go by. And within those other weeks, I did get pecked in the eye by the motherfucker. Like, I let her get too close to my face. And I mean, I let her get too close to my face. Like, Chirpy it was an actual female chicken. She was a hen. Like, I never got to see her like have actual chicks or nothing like that. But like, she pecked me in my eye, bro. Out of curiosity, she pecked me in my motherfucking eye. I was so hurt, but I couldn't hate. Like, I was like, oh. Like, okay. I had a cold rag over my eye for like an hour. Then I was like, all right, bet. I gotta, like, we getting kind of big now. My dad said we gonna take the dog. Like, well, we had a little dog carrier and all that. We gonna take that, put some cover in there, and we gonna put the chicken in there. I was like, bet. Put the chicken in that motherfucker over the night. Let it get used to outside air, so we put it out in the little patio that we had in our house. He's chilling, I'm chilling. Like, as soon like I'm eating dinner in the kitchen, I'm looking outside to the patio like, hey, okay. Is she liking it? I'm looking outside like, this little nigga liking that shit? I look in there, I remember I went outside after I ate. I looked and the chicken was asleep. I was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna let you sleep. Go back in there. Bet. So like some more weeks go by, we getting our house remade with like some wooden flooring. Long story short, the chicken's big as fuck, so we got her outside with the dogs now in the backyard. They chilling. I'm thinking these niggas gonna kill her. So that whole day I was outside with the dogs and the chicken. Just I'm over here watching, like, my chicken goes to the left and the dogs go to the left. The dog's ass is grass. If he tries to bite my fucking chicken, I swear, you gonna hear come on that little motherfucker, and you gonna hear me, motherfucking bitch. My dad gonna come outside. What happened? And nothing. I kicked the dog. He's like, why? He tried to bite my chicken, nigga. But that never happened. So magically, my dogs and the chicken had a good bond. Like, I came out there the next day because originally we just let her get used to him. Tell me why I go outside to check on my chicken and the dogs, and these niggas is chilling, like, just laying there. Like, my chicken is laid between the legs of my dogs, just chilling. Like, they over there got a mob pose, like, they over there posing and shit. I'm like, oh, okay, y'all Gucci. They sharing food and shit too. When I mean they sharing food, I'm talking about whatever I fed the dogs, the chicken ate it. So I'm thinking chirping my nigga, like, yeah, he Gucci and all that. So we asked the dude who's remaking our house at the time too. That took like a whole like month and a half because there was only one dude doing this and he did a lot. He a goat. We asked the dude, can you make a coop for the chicken so that we just ain't gonna leave her out there? Like, if a cat come by, the cat gonna probably kill him. Somebody around this motherfucking neighborhood got a cat. Whatever. So we don't want the chicken to fly out anywhere or nothing like that. He said, I got you. He said, because also my dad had asked him to make a dog house for the dogs, but the dogs never used that little thing. Like, he gave it back to the dude, but he brings us back to he says the coop. He's like, okay, this is how you open it, this is how you close it, done. This is how you get the food in here, this is how you get the bedding, it's whatever. I said, bet, say less. All that I knew this. That shit was automatically printed into my head, so I'm like, okay, bet. Put the chicken in there. She get used to it. I made sure I put the food I made sure the dogs were fed by her just in case like she may feel lonely or whatever, because she gonna be in the coop like 25/8 now, or like like she gonna be in the coop just 25/8 like all day, all week, all hours of the day, just in that motherfucker. So I'm like, bet, okay, first night there, I'm hoping. I'm looking out the window, but until I fall asleep, I'm literally checking out the window every time. Like 10, 20, 30 minutes go by, I'm looking out the window in the back of my house like, all right, I don't hear no other sounds. I don't hear no more sounds. I'm like, okay, this cool. Hoping no cat come by. I fell asleep. I wake up the next morning, my dad go outside, he feeds the dogs. He just had to check up the chicken. The chicken's sitting there like she got something under her. My dad decided to move her. And this is before I even knew she was a girl. Like, I didn't know she laid eggs or nothing. I'm thinking it's a boy. I'm like, that's a nigga right there. That's my dude right there. He my nigga, bro. Like, he fucks with the dogs. The dogs ain't doing nothing to him. They chilling. He that nigga. My dad over here, hey, you know Chirpy a girl, right? I'm like, what? She laid some eggs. I was like, what? How my nigga lay eggs? How my nigga lay eggs? He tell me when that sun hit her in the morning, every morning, she gonna lay some eggs.
Nigga, I am perplexed.
I'm sitting there confused as fuck. I'm like, all right, whatever. Chicken laid eggs. Cool. I'm like, oh shit, she lay eggs now? We collect them. Luckily, since there's no male rooster in that bit, she ain't gonna have no babies. I was like, oh, okay. My dad's telling me all this shit, and I'm thinking like, she dead ass. It's a hen in my motherfucking pen, my nigga. Like, I'm thinking it's a whole ass dude. I'm thinking I got a name. I'm over here confused as fuck. Like,
what kind of shit is that?
You gonna take me to school though, right? You know what I mean? I'm like, you gonna take me to school though, right? He said, yeah, I got you. He drops me off at school. I go to the teacher. Hey, my chicken laid eggs. Everybody like, what? My chicken laid eggs. Like, I was like, my teacher over here. Oh, she did? I was like, so they were all female? She was like, nah, there was some males in there. You just picked the female. I was like, alright. I was gonna say, my nigga, like, you over here flexing. Like, I didn't know you was like, you could have told us all. Like I was like, I'm over here like, I wanted to flex. I wanted to say like, bro, why didn't you tell us that beforehand? Like, I wasn't expecting to get eggs, my nigga. Like, but whatever. Continuing on with this. We started collecting the eggs because she would lay new eggs every fucking day. I mean, every day it would be 7 one day, next day 7 or 8, next day probably 12. We never know exactly how many. I never counted them out. I just remember we had this big ass bowl full of brown eggs. We kept them in the refrigerator, or we kept them out, or whatever. They were just fresh new eggs every day. We had about 7 to 10 new eggs just under her. She chilling there watching them. I'm like, oh shit, what? I'm saying 7 to 10 because they weren't too big to where like she only could pop out like 5. No, she was popping out a cool 6 to 7, like 6 to 10 at most, at least 6, probably at most 10. If we didn't pick them up, they multiplied. Obviously, duh. The fuck, she had eggs daily. I'm talking about. It was like sleep, eat, repeat, like daily. But we never ate them. Like we never messed with the eggs. Like my dad was thinking about cooking them one time. My mom said, nah. She be eating dog food. What the fuck make you think this one is not gonna taste funny? I was like, shit, fuck, I'll try. Nigga, I'm finna whoop me up some eggs with these motherfucking eggs. I'm thinking in my head, I'm finna cook these motherfucking eggs. You ain't finna stop me. My mom said, nah. So, we sitting there with this big ass bowl of eggs, just chilling in our kitchen now. He's like, what we gonna do with these? I'm thinking in my head, what they gonna do with them? We finna just waste eggs, my nigga? Like, luckily our gardener came by. My dad gave he gave the whole bowl to them. He gave the whole bowl to, like the whole ass bowl. Like this bowl was probably about like a foot in like diameter, This shit, like I was like, damn. He gave them a whole like 2-3 weeks worth of eggs for free. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. My mom said my mom gave some to one of her coworkers at her job. And then she come back, like my mom tells me a week later, the coworker, she used some of the eggs in like some cornbread and shit. The cornbread was fire as fuck. So I'm like, damn, now it makes me want to eat some eggs. Like, I want to see how these eggs taste. They're brown eggs. These are some expensive ass eggs she was popping out. Like, they weren't white, they were brown eggs. Like, you know those little brown eggs? If you look between the differences of carton, like white eggs, like the large ones and the medium ones, and then you see some brown eggs, you know the brown eggs cost like more because they're more organic. They're not like that, but she was producing them like they were white eggs. She was just clockwork. Every morning, new eggs. Every morning, new eggs. I'm like, dang, I want to try them. So by the time I really was about to try one, or like cook them, or cook a few of them, we gave her away. I was so hurt when we went back to check up on her, because we gave her away to like this little pet shop thing, right? There's a little pet shop we used to go to for our dogs to get them shots and shit. Man, I miss my motherfucking chicken, bro. Like, on the dead eggs, I miss my chicken. Like nigga, that was free eggs there. Fuck. But we give them away to the workers at the little pet shop. They said that like we come back to check in and see how the chicken was and all that to get our puppies' a new set of puppies, their last set of shots. They tell us that they tried to mate her with the rooster that they had, and nothing. They weren't clicking, they weren't clucking or none of that. So they said, "Fuck it, they cooked them." I was like, "What?" Like, luckily I was looking at other puppies that they had in the store. I was like, what? So my parents couldn't see my face or nothing, and they thought that I didn't hear them. But I heard that in crystal clear. Like, I heard that shit clear as day, my nigga. Like, I heard that like it was just me in the empty ass room, and they had mad good acoustics. Like, I heard that they said they cooked her and turned her into chicken noodle soup. I was like, oh hell no, y'all cook my nigga? Like, y'all gonna cook my nigga like that? And you know what made it worse? I'm thinking, man, I bet they better not say they had a soda on the side with that chicken noodle soup, my nigga. I'm finna double Dutch cross on these niggas if they say that. I'm like, oh my god. My parents, like, we get in the car, they give the dogs the shots. I'm holding a puppy in my arms. My mom and my dad both turn around, look at me, he's like, so you know what happened to Chirpy, right? I'm like, no. I just acted dumb on it. I said, no. They said, well, they tried to mate her, right? I was like, uh-huh. And since she didn't want to mate with that rooster that they had, they cooked her. I was like, and I couldn't say what I wanted to say that was in my head. At the time, I was already cussing like a Russian sailor. But I respond to my parents like, oh, they did that? Shed a couple tears. I'm not even joking. I shedded some tears off of that. Like, nigga, that was my chicken. That was like probably one of the rarest pets I've had. Like, probably gonna be for a cool minute anyways. A motherfucking chick. They cooked my chicken, dog. Like, and they couldn't even have the nerve to bring some. Like, she probably tasted fire as fuck. She probably tasted fire as fuck. I knew for a fact they was feeding her corn. It was giving her veggies and then some seed and some breadcrumbs. Man, she probably tasted fire as fuck. Man, I wish I had my motherfucking chicken back, bro. They cooked my chicken, bro. Like, I felt so hurt. I felt so hurt. Still to this day, I'm telling people I had a pet chicken. And people are like, what? I had a pet chicken. My dad had the nerve to literally, after both of my parents said that they cooked the chicken, my dad had the nerve to say that, well, we was going to eventually have to get rid of her anyways. Like, we couldn't keep a farm animal on public property, like on a private property spot. But like, nigga, nobody needs to know. We didn't have no inspectors coming daily, monthly, yearly to come check out the house. Nah, we didn't have that. So it was like, we could have kept her on the low. She wasn't making no noise. She was producing eggs. Man, that's gonna be it for this story time, bro. Like, that put me back. that took me back. I had a pet chicken to know that my parents gave her away, and I'm pretty sure they did the same. They gave her away for free. If not that, they gave her away for the payment of those shots that we first gave our puppies. But whatever happened with that transaction, I just remembered I went to the pet shop with my chicken, and I left the pet shop without my chicken. I go back to the pet shop without my chicken to find out my chicken is at the pet shop in the goddamn owners and workers' stomachs. I'm over here. And I'm done.
I ain't even, man, fuck you.